Hi, my name is John Crump. I'm a writer for MLN News. I'm also the director of the state of Virginia for Gun Owners of America. You can join Gun Owners of America down below in the link in the description. And the best part is, you can get 15% off. I wanted to make a quick video about a couple different things going on around the country in 2A news. Some have to do with Virginia, some don't. So let's jump into the Virginia stuff first. A couple days ago, it was crossover day. Short description of what crossover day is that the Senate sends bills to the House and the House of Delegates sends bills to the Senate where they vote on. If they're voted up, they become law. If they're voted down, they fail. Or if the Senate wants to make changes to our House bill, they can get together, discuss it, and if there's an agreement, then they vote on that bill. If there's no agreement in the quorum, the bill is dropped. One of the big bills that came from the House of Delegates to the Senate is HB 961. HB 961 is the so-called assault firearms ban bill. It bans certain firearms, such as the most popular AR-15. It also bans magazines that hold more than 12 rounds and suppressors, as well as shotguns that hold more than 7 shells. It has been watered down quite a bit. First, there was no grandfather clause. Then there was a grandfather clause with a registration. Then there was no registration. And then there was a 10 round magazine ban. And then that was up to a 12 round magazine ban. So that's a little bit better, but it's still bad. They also changed the class 6 felony to a misdemeanor. That's the bill that got sent over to the Senate. It passed the House with the slimmest of margins. Like 2 votes either way could have killed the bill, but it went to the Senate. Right now, the future of the bill is uncertain. It does not have enough support right now from the senators, but that can all change. It's politics. Anything can change in politics. That's why I'm including a list of all the senators in Virginia so you can blow up their phones and emails and tell them to oppose Bill 961. Hopefully we can get this bill defeated. What I'm really worried about is the Democrats, who's passing most of these bills, are using that as a smokescreen, a low-hanging fruit, so they can get other stuff passed. For example, the one handgun a month. The bill says that you can only purchase one handgun a month unless you have a concealed carry permit, which is bad in case you don't want a concealed carry permit. I have one, so it's not going to really affect me, but I'm still against it because it affects a lot of people who don't want a concealed carry permit, but they want to buy more than one handgun a month, such as collectors. There's also a universal background check bill. This is bad. As the people from Red Dawn can tell you, you don't want the government knowing where the guns are. It is in the Constitution a right to bear arms to defend yourself against tyranny. And if the tyrants know where your firearms are, then what is the point of the Second Amendment? There's also a red flag law. The Virginia red flag law has seen some modifications over the last few weeks. It was really bad. It's still bad, but not as bad. You need 2 law enforcement officers to swear out an ERPO. And also, you need a magistrate to rule that there's no other way to prevent self-harm or harm to others other than taking your firearm. Hopefully, we can get these bills defeated. I have a feeling that they're going to pass, and I think that they're using the assault firearms bill as a screen to try to get the other things passed. So while we're concentrating on that, they're going to push through all this other anti-gun legislation. Another bill in Virginia that I'm really afraid of is that a bill that gets rid of preemption. It lets local authorities set their own firearms laws. I can tell you right now that's very bad. Think about some of the blue areas of Virginia, like Fairfax County or Charlottesville. They're going to have all sorts of regulations on the books to infringe on people's rights. And we're going to have to end up suing them a lot. That's another reason why you should join groups like GOA and VCDL, because these lawsuits can get expensive. Even the Firearms Policy Coalition, join them. Join one local group and one national group. That's what I always say. So that is what's going on in Virginia. These bills will be voted on sometime within the next 3 weeks. We don't have an exact date of when they will be voted on, but it has to be within the next 3 weeks to become law. And if they become law, they become law on July 1st. The assault firearms bill will become law on July 1st, but there's a grace period until January of 2021. But hopefully that will be defeated. We do need your support in contacting your representatives and all the senators. All the information can be found down below. There's also some pre-form letters that you can send and emails. I also have those down below. Now, here's the scary thing. Armslist is being sued by the Brady Organization. Brady Organization used to be called the Brady Campaign Against Gun Violence or something like that. They are suing Armslist on behalf of a slain officer's family. There was a felon that purchased the firearms off of Armslist from a guy in Wisconsin who sold a lot of guns on Armslist. They are blaming Armslist for that transaction. Now we know through some legislative stuff that they shouldn't be able to sue Armslist because that violates the Firearms Under Protection Act. But as we saw with the Bushmaster thing and the Newtown thing, the courts are activists, so they really don't care about that. So we're going to need to support Armslist. I know the Firearms Policy Coalition is all over this, and some other organizations are as well. They are a free speech platform, and not only is the Brady Organization trying to violate their Second Amendment, but they're also trying to violate their First Amendment. Brady Organization is not a good organization. They are ideologues. If you talk to Dan Gross, who was the president of Brady for 20 years, he will tell you a lot of the people in the Brady campaign, or the Brady Organization now, as it's called, are anti-gun on an ideological basis, which means they just hate firearms. It doesn't matter what statistic you give them, or how it looks, or the actual facts. They just hate firearms, and they're going to do everything possible to put firearms companies out of business. Right now, they're targeting Armslist. They are trying to put Armslist out of business. They're trying to make the employees of Armslist have to find another job, or their family will starve. It's as simple as that. We cannot let these bullies bully our organizations and our companies. There are far and few between organizations that are willing to come out as pro 2A. Defender Coffee is one example of an organization that's pro 2A, and they're proud of it. So is Black Rifle Coffee Company as well. They're pro 2A, and they are also proud of it. But we have to back up those companies that are pro 2A, and this is definitely one of them. So you can read the articles down below and leave a comment and let me know what you think we should do and how we can help these companies. And if you have any tips, you can also reach out to me on Facebook at Real John Crump, Instagram at Real John Crump, or Twitter at CrumpySS, and I will try to help you out. You can also join the Virginia GOA page. The link is down below in the description. Alright, like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my live streams. Most of the stuff on this channel are live streams. So this is something new I'm trying, just to give somebody out there who doesn't usually check for 2A News a little bit of information on 2A News. I'll be back with another fireside chat fairly shortly. I want to thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Any tips, hit me up. Ring the notification button, the little bell icon thing, and I will see you in the next video.